I singing or you're singing?
You are.
Patreon. Is it the blues?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy. I can't sing the blues. Can you sing the blues for us?
Let's just let Jack play.
Not really. Jack can do it.
Woke up this morning. Patreon podcast. It was all right.
We haven't done it yet.
Yeah, but I'm optimistic. This is the Optimistic Blues.
Wasn't that Jack's sketch?
Everything's gonna be okay. I got the optimism blues. That's enough of this.
I know, geez, you're going to know another part. Next verse.
Second verse. Same as the first.
Yeah, here we are. Welcome to the Patreon podcast. Try saying that quickly. It's pretty easy.
Patreon podcast.
Like it's slightly difficult. As tongue twisters go, that's like an entry level.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't need any experience to get that one right.
You work yourself up to red leather, yellow leather. That's a unique
red leather,
New
yellow
York.
leather.
That's a tough one.
Seashells. She sells.
Sally sells
No,
seashells.
seashells by the seashore. That one's easy.
She sells.
That's
Sally shells.
Sally sells seashells.
I thought it was.
Seashore.
I was seashells.
Seashells.
Hold on. Has it always been up there?
No, that was for the prom party you guys didn't come to.
Oh yeah. Why didn't you guys go to the prom party?
I didn't go to the prom party because I was at the Dave and Busta Rhymes, Dave Chappelle party, and so I decided to miss the prom party. That's just how I am.
I didn't go because my partner forgot to tell me.
Wait, it was really a Dave Chappelle Busta Rhymes party?
Yeah, it was called Dave and Busta.
Because I was with you when you said I was at Dave and Buster's. I was like, that's weird. And then I realized that was the name of the party.
I saw a Busta Rhymes concert. I went there with my wife and Jimmy Carr. Jimmy Carr never looked more out of place in any room in his entire life. And I say that as the person who was the second most out of place person in the room.
Yes.
But I was quite a distance away from Jimmy though. Jimmy was holding a briefcase.
What? Was he there to make a deal? What the fuck?
Yeah, Jimmy's there to make a deal, baby.
Let me just say though, to be fair, you called me up and you go, I think I met Busta Rhymes. And I go, oh yeah, the rapper. And he goes, he's that guy that sings that. Don't just stand there, bust a move. I go, no,
I thought he had the Buster in it. Buster.
No, not him. Different guy.
In between his song, Busta Rhymes he goes, I want to talk to you all about something. Get your prostate checked.
Wait for
because he's hype man. He's other guy. They put on a hell of a show. They were crushing. Right? I'm not kidding. I've never seen a gig crush like this. Right? And his hype guy his second guy had prostate cancer, so he does a little, community shout out, get your prostate checked.
That's nice.
Don't think you're too much of a man to get your prostate checked. And then in between the next song, he went, reverse mortgages. They're not good.
He didn't say that.
Have you or a family member fallen and you can't get up?
You may be entitled to financial compensation if you have mesothelioma.
I want to
Men
reiterate.
can get breast cancer too. That's another one. I went years ago when I was in college. I went to it was like Sally Jesse Raphael, Donahue, like all those shows, and it was Rolanda was her name. I don't know if you guys remember it, but it was like one of those shows,
Right.
like where they had the guests on whatever. And usually it's like white trash fighting with each other, who's a father? And me and my friend got super high in New York City. We got tickets to the show. It's free. And we went in there and they sat us in separate spots because, the audience coordinator's like, we can't have you two together. And then they're like, today's show's about breast cancer. And we were so high and we're like, oh my God. And we were like, look around, it's like all women. And they're like, but that was like part of the thing was like, men can get it too. And we were like two of the only men. So like, right, just get checked. And we're just super high. And we were like so pissed that we just not, this is the wrong word, but it was just a show about breast cancer. And then they said, and then we're going to have Alec Baldwin on. And we're like, all right, Alec Baldwin. But it wasn't Alec Baldwin. It was Alec Baldwin's mom. Alec Baldwin called in and we kept sitting there and it was 2 hours about breast cancer. And at the very end, they filed us out and you could see like where this waiting room was for the next guest. And it was all white trash people fighting already in the green room. And we're like, fuck, that's the one we should have been on.
Damn it.
But also, guys, get checked for breast cancer.
They need to bring those shows back. I know they do a little bit more with the gender reveals. He did one episode with gender reveals and went, It's all gender reveals from now on.
Gender reveals or
Oh,
dad
who's the
reveals?
dad? Who's the dad? Not gender reveals. No,
Paternity
Paternity
test.
test.
Yeah, gender reveals is different thing.
I've been to a Jerry Springer taping. That was a good time. But it was like the dead of winter and they wouldn't let us wear our like cardigans that we were wearing over our shirts. They wanted everything. I think they just wanted to get some cold nipples in the shot, probably because
But you were indoors. You weren't outdoors at the time.
right. But I was just wearing like a tube top under my thing, so we're in this.
And why were you on the
freezing
show? What did you
studio.
do?
Fuck my cousin. But it was my fourth cousin, which is fine, right, Luis?
Hell yeah.
I don't think that's right.
Jeez, I'm glad my cousins aren't good
Remember
looking.
our genetics episode?
Nah, I don't think it's good.
Yeah, third or fourth.
Now, when
where
my
you're
cousins
fine.
are listening, what?
How dare you? Wouldn't fuck me?
Yeah, I'm not fuckable. All my cousins are way older than me. I'm the youngest on both sides. So
Have you gotten checked for prostate cancer?
I have hemorrhoids. I get checked on the regular whether I like it or not. They're always shoving a finger up there going for it. And they go, and on the bright side, your prostate's a good size. I'm like, oh, that's good.
But your hemorrhoids are out of control.
Yeah. No, my hemorrhoids kill the prostate to make it small.
Oh.
Maybe I should get my prostate checked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wish I was at that Busta Rhymes show.
My prostate looks like a little mountain with a huge boulder on top of it.
How did it get there?
Some guy pushed the boulder to the top.
Yeah. The hemorrhoid just sits there. It looks like the seeing eye above the pyramid.
It's the Stonehenge of your ass.
What,
How did it get
Sauron
there? Why is
from
it
Lord of
there?
the Rings?
Oh, something like that.
Yeah. The evil eye?
Yeah. I was thinking on the back of the dollar bill, but that eye's not very big.
No, the one from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Saruman
Yeah.
or whatever.
Sauron?
I have Sauron,
One,
yeah.
one ring to ruin all.
One hemorrhoid. What's hemorrhoid in Elvish?
I don't know. I hear that Elvish isn't a real thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought it was.
These movies. I know they're just making another one now. They're making a TV series
For
now.
Amazon, yeah.
For Amazon, yeah. I'm looking forward to the Obi-Wan Kenobi thing. They brought the trailer out today.
That looks good, yeah.
Very good, very good. And then it's like, he needs training. What, like you trained his father?
Yeah,
burn.
Yeah, roasted.
Yeah, Obi-Wan's like, I've made some mistakes. Oh, fuck me.
Did you see the trailer for the Weird Al biopic with Daniel Radcliffe playing Weird Al?
I saw a picture.
What, is this a real thing?
Yeah, it came out.
He's not dead, though.
The trailer came out yesterday, I think.
You don't have to be dead to make a biopic. They didn't want an Elton John.
Yeah, but if you Weird Al Yankovic.
But maybe they have plans to kill
How
him.
much is there? Like the time that he was messed up the words to a song, and then he was like, "Hang on a minute."
What are you talking about?
I think it's like an over the top version of a biopic. Like
But
it's almost
they did a
cartoony.
movie where he played himself years ago.
UHF.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird, but the movie, it's funny. I did a sketch just doing a really dramatic trailer of a Weird Al Yankovic. Just sketch parody for a trailer, but it's the same director who did the sketch, directed the movie.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool. I think it's cool.
One trick pony.
That's how you get the jobs. That's how they made the new Fresh Prince thing. You know, I'm sure, I wonder whether that's doing well. The new Fresh
Yeah,
Prince.
no.
Will's not in it though, right?
Will's
No.
executive producer. And it makes you think about Will Smith when you watch it.
They had a season 2 table read the other day, so it seems like it's still going.
All right.
Got a season 2.
Still fresh.
Still fresh.
What have you got for us, Jack?
Welcome back to Jack of the Trades, where we talk about the big news stories of the week.
Wait a minute. Your news channel is called Jack of the Trades?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Jack of the Trade magazines?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, I'll take it.
The first one, I was telling you not to bring it up so we could do it on the segment. Dave Chappelle got attacked on stage on Tuesday night at the Hollywood Bowl.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What, yesterday? And I haven't heard this news.
Yeah. then this will be Friday.
This will be Friday.
Yeah, okay. So
We're just talking about it.
We're
just talking
recording
about
this on Wednesday, but it happened. And the guy, he got roughed up. He got roughed up by Dave's security, from what it seems, allegedly. I wasn't there. But the guy looks beaten up, which good. But I blame Will Smith. I think that he normalized this, and now we're all in danger. Comedians, we're all in danger.
Not me, but you. Yeah.
I've been in danger for years. I was getting death threats back in the day before Will Smith.
Before they were cool.
Wouldn't lower level comedians be more at danger because there's like no security?
Well, I famously got punched in the head in 2007, and but that was back before camera phones, so it was just some grainy security footage of the whole thing.
Yeah, it's been Man, we should have had Al Jackson tell the story, but there was a incident at the Miami Improv where it was a whole melee one time. It was
Really?
Gary Valentine, you know who he is?
Yeah.
He's Kevin Hart's brother, but he
Yeah.
was on King of Queens, but he's also a stand-up. And Al said he got on stage. He was just getting off, and this group of guys walked in, like a bunch of guys, and they were like some bachelor party, and they were clearly drunk and high and all this. They sat down, and they were just being a problem. And Al kept trying to, like, in a funny way, trying to keep them, whatever, you know. He gets off stage. He tells Gary, like, oh, these guys are being real boisterous, whatever. He gets on there, and Gary Valentine's like not having it. And he's just like basically insulting them. And the guy goes, say that one more fucking time, whatever, and blah, blah, blah. So he's like, all right. And he says it. The guy rushes the stage. And the Miami Improv, if you've never been there, the door to the green room's on the stage. So Gary runs through the door on the stage, through the other door, into the kitchen. They're in the kitchen, like working around a table together. Now the staff's fighting the other guys in the thing. Some guy has a seizure in the back, and the woman's yelling, we got kicked out for talking too loud one time. And he's having a seizure. And there's like, so Al goes, gets the police come, they break everything up. They basically bring Gary Valentine back on stage. And he's like, all right, let's keep the show going, whatever. And he goes in for 20 minutes. And then they're like, the police need a statement. He goes, all right, we got to wrap up the show. And he wraps it up. And then those guys all got arrested. They had coke on them and they're whatever. And then some woman the next day called to try and get a refund for all of them, saying that the show was.
I think I have more stories than most, but there's one that we've never brought up. Were you at that gig where the guy ran to get me and like the sound technician in the theater had to tackle him? It's like there was a guy, I can't remember what town I was in, but there was a guy that his sister, I think, was heckling. I put it down a few times. And then then the show went on and I said, all right, good night, everybody. And when everyone stood up and the house lights turned on, this guy was in like row 3. He climbed over the chairs and I'm walking back to the dressing room.
Yeah.
Oh, the gig went okay, you know. Whatever. And then all I see is this fucking guy getting tackled and he's like the Terminator. He's tackled, but he's still trying to get to me. I'm like 30 meters away. And there's like this guy who's just like the sound tech in a theater. Like he's not security. He fucking tackled the cunt. I had the other one in Nottingham, John, my skull was fractured, where after the show, someone bashed my head into a table. I woke up, I thought my brain was bleeding out. Like, this is what happened to fucking Saget. He hit his head and then went back to sleep. You know, and
there's other things that I've been with you that didn't get you, but there was like incidents. Remember the woman threw the full beer can at you?
Yeah, threw a full
that
beer
was in
can at
Washington,
me.
D.C.?
Yeah, threw a full beer can.
That was funny though, because she threw it. And then she immediately regretted it. And then you were like, yeah, you know you got to go now. And she's like, yeah.
It missed my head by a thing, and then it just was a full beer can. There's just beer all over the stage. And she was in a box that was sort of level with the stage. And I just went, you know you have to go. And she went, okay.
And at that same show, at that same exact show in D.C. at the Lincoln Theater, someone said they were my cousin. And because he was backstage and they're like, hey, we found your cousin walking around backstage. I go, my cousin? I don't have a cousin here. And it's just a guy like, hey, like he thought I was still going to play it off like, we're cousins, right? I'm like, what the fuck you are, dude? Get out of here. Just like random.
Well, there was a guy and I think he went through the air conditioning vents and it was in.
What?
Yeah, this is with
the one with JJ.
This is with Whitehead. This
in
guy.
Milwaukee, yeah.
Yeah, this guy.
Hold on. This is like a spy movie.
Yeah.
I've never been this motivated to do anything.
This guy popped out from the fucking ceiling. Boom. Right? Right? And we're backstage and we're like, what the fuck? This is when we started having security sitting in front of the dressing room, which we do now. And he popped out through this, and Whitehead had been out on a tear the night before. So he'd already done his set and he was just sleeping on the sofa. And he's like, fuck, like this. And he goes, it was like a junkie. And he's like, I just really want to meet Jim. I really would like, I'm on stage. Anyway, he fucking stole my jacket and my sunglasses. I had like a winter coat back there.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That had all my stuff, right? And then Whitehead was like, he was walking around in your clothes backstage, and then security got him and kicked him out. And so I've come on stage, I've heard this guy's come through the roof, he's stolen a jacket, he's fucking stolen his sock. And I'm like, what the fucking is his jacket there? My phone was still in the pocket. I'm like, all right, yeah, okay. And I was just like, all right, all well, that ends well. So I'm hearing this story. The cunt broke in again, right? Knowing that I was off stage, and he's just like, Jim, I just need to talk to you about something.
Wait, this is so
At this stage, he has my sunglasses on, right? And I'm going, they're my fucking sunglasses, cunt. And I fucking take them off his face, and he's kicked out. Now, as a great button, right? As a great button. So he's fucking So you can review the show on Ticket Tech or wherever you were. He reviews my show in some comment page and went, tried to meet Jim Jeffries. He was an asshole to me. wouldn't even fucking talk to me. Acted like I wasn't even there. And then people underneath wrote, oh, you need to treat your fans better. The audacity. He fucking broke in twice.
I wanted it to end where he went on stage pretending to be you in your jacket and your sunglasses.
His junky ass girlfriend was there waiting at the stage door afterwards, like, I'm sorry about Kevin. Yeah. He just wanted to meet you. You're his favorite. I told her to fuck off and all.
So rude.
Yeah. I just treat me fans badly. Fucking hell.
You know, for like $20, he didn't have to go through the vents and he could have just gotten a meet and greet.
It was bizarre.
No, I think at that time you just met everybody out front.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just could have done it for free out front.
If you stand at the front,
but he
I'll
wouldn't
take.
get his sunglasses.
If you
right.
stand near the stage door, I'll take a photo with you. I don't give a fuck if security's there, whatever.
There's
but
a guy that dresses up like you in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh yeah, there's a bloke who I don't think he looks that much like me, but he wears a leather jacket. And then he goes and tries to get himself free food in all the restaurants in the casino and says he's Jim Jeffries and gets a special table. And then he takes photos with people. And before the show, we can see, like, I met Jim Jeffries before the gig.
He wears a leather jacket and, like, puts his hair
It's so weird. He sits in the audience before the show. It's so relatable.
I don't mind him too much because that's just unabashed dickheadery.
That's just...
Yeah, because the last time we were there, my mom came out. I remember, and I was, like, walking my mom back to her room, and I saw him, and I go, hey, you're the guy that's, and he goes, hey, like, he was like, what are you gonna do? And then he said to me, he goes, all I did was get reservations at the steakhouse dressed like that was how, I don't know if he got the free food, but he got, like, right in, like, there's certainly Mr. Jeffries coming in. We have a private table for you in the back.
Yeah, he's eating there while I'm on stage.
Yeah.
Should you be on stage? No, I'd make him wait.
I don't know, fucking nut jobs, man. And it's like, this is the whole thing. People have normalized the Will Smith thing. Even my mother-in-law, who still loves Will Smith. And, Jimmy Carr went through it. My good friend Jimmy Carr went through an incident where they tried to cancel him and he's okay. And it was about a joke. And she goes, well, I don't believe in cancel culture because I didn't want to cancel Jimmy for his joke. And I said, Jimmy didn't break the law. Right? The difference, Will Smith broke the fucking law. He assaulted. I'm not for cancel culture either, but I'm definitely not for hitting people. Fucking just hitting folks, So anyway.
What is Jimmy Carr's response? The joke?
It's his joke, but I don't think you might. So this is Jimmy Carr's joke. So he did a joke about gypsies. People got very upset.
On a special called Dark Materials.
Dark Material. And he said before, this joke will get me cancelled. Like he signposted.
Oh, wow. And it did.
It didn't know. He's fine. He's fine.
But he's also historically a guy that tells the edge.
He tells these things. The joke was about how some gypsies died in the Holocaust. It was a Holocaust gypsy/gypsy joke. Anyway, so then he apologized and everybody went, you don't mean that. You don't mean that. He goes, so you understand the concept that I can say something I don't mean.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I was trying to tell that to someone. I was like, what did he say? You understand
Wow,
the
that's
concept?
really good.
Yeah. I was like, perfect. Yeah. And then people were like,
well, you meant that, but you didn't mean this.
Yeah. Comedians are the worst people on the planet.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I do not want musicians to get canceled, but I don't understand how it's just comedians are the worst people on earth and musicians are the best ever and have never done anything. And again, I don't want anything to happen. I'm just saying, I don't know. Why are comedians the worst?
Well, during the Me Too movement, there was no one said anything about musicians. There's got to be some fucking skeletons hanging around there.
What? Yeah. Like,
100. I read some story about this. There's like this girl named Maddox who was like a 14-year-old who just slept around with Led Zeppelin, David Bowie, like all these people. And she was cool with it. But at the time, it was like, that's like, that would not hold up now at all.
You know what I think it is even after you slept with David Bowie, you'd be like, that's fucking cool. But if you slept with a comedian, you'd be like,
there's a David Bowie story in the Janet Jackson documentary that they're just like, Randy Jackson is talking about it. He goes, we used to have these parties and everybody used to be here. We'd have Sammy Davis Jr. We'd have this, we'd have that. He goes, and one time David Bowie was at the Jackson's house, the compound in Encino, right? This is in the documentary. and he was up in one of the bedrooms doing cocaine. And Michael and Randy walked in, and Randy was maybe 13 and Michael was maybe 15. He offered them cocaine, and we didn't even know what he was doing. We just said, no, thank you. And they were laughing like, what a funny tale. David Bowie's offering kids cocaine.
Good Lord. But he's the best. Don't say anything bad about him.
I think that's what it is, though, is there's very few attractive comedians, but also there's the comedians are likable when they're on stage and you're telling their jokes. Once you're off stage, the whole luster's gone. And I think that if you were like, I slept with Mick Jagger, you'd be like, yeah, still cool. I slept with Mick Jagger. Whereas
I tell you what, there's very few attractive male comedians, but the female comedians as a whole are a good looking bunch.
Yeah.
They are, yeah. As a whole, they're a good looking bunch, man.
Okay.
No, you think about it. Like Silverman's good looking.
Yeah.
Fucking, they're all good looking people, man.
The guys are not.
The guys
there's
are not.
like two guys that are good looking.
Like, Lachlan Patterson's good looking guy.
Yeah, Matthew Bassard.
Yeah, he's good looking.
He's good looking.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx is arguably good looking.
Yeah, I don't consider him a comedian. He's like an all around player,
Yeah.
all around entertainer. I just don't put him in the strictly comedy.
He was there. He was there at the hit.
I know he's a stand up comic. I'm just saying. I look
Chris
at him as
Rock. Poor Chris Rock was on stage when fucking when Chappelle got.
Are there any other hot male
Wait,
comedians?
Yeah.
What are the hot male comedians?
None.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, the two guys we just met.
I'm sitting right here.
Matthew Bassard's attractive.
Yeah,
get her removed, Jim.
he's too much of a pretty boy but I get that he's conventionally attractive.
And Lachlan's, he's attractive. But other than that, I don't know.
Jeselnik?
Jeselnik's good looking.
Yeah, he's no. We got a woman here, so
Yeah, sure. I'm sure there
we
are
got a
some
woman
people.
on the staff here.
What do you know?
What are you good
For
for? Come
women,
on.
a lot of the attraction
hot.
is about whether you're funny or not. So there are plenty of those guys that if they weren't funny, you'd be like, no.
Oh no, I find every now and again you get someone right. Will you marry me to me? And I'm like,
Sure.
geez, you've had a rough go of it. If I'm your celebrity crush, fuck it, hell.
Me too. I get women that write to me all the time, and I'm like, kidding me? I have never taken worse care of myself in my life at this point.
I have known you for a long time. I gotta confirm.
Yeah. I'm at my peak blobness, and looks like I have a black eye. Like my hair's disheveled. It's balding. People are still like,
They're like, I would rub your feet while you eat a sub
I
sandwich.
love your joke about cum.
Yeah. A lot of it that's just me and Jack. We give me fake profile.
Make him
That's all
feel
me.
good.
That's all me. I gotta fill Jack's day. Yeah, he works for me.
Did you catfish Forrest today? Yes, I did.
Jack's like, what have I got today? Write something nice to Forrest. Make him feel good about himself.
Did you?
Don't make it a super attractive woman. He'll think it's a catfish. Just make it an average looking bird.
Take me from behind. I just got out of jail.
Yeah. You know that one? That was Jack. Take me from behind. I
I
just
sent
got
that to
out.
somebody else. I don't know.
Yeah, do you get that message a lot?
Yeah. I do like the I'll rub your feet while you eat a sub sandwich. That's like
Wait, that's
Jim just said that one.
I said
Kelly
that.
said it.
Oh, you said it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
she
didn't
meant it as well.
credit, yeah.
damn.
Yeah, it's-
I would never.
I would never rub your feet, but Jack will.
I don't want you to rub your.
I don't
my
even
feet.
like
You're my
watching you
friend.
eat a sub sandwich.
I don't even really want Jack to rub my feet, but I do because it's degrading for Jack.
So was that your whole segment, Jack?
No, I have other news stories. That one
One
news story.
story.
I knew that one news story was
I
going
would love it if CNN was just like this.
It
is.
is.
It is, yeah,
It
pretty
is
much.
CNN.
Yeah, it just turns to fucking one of the guys going, yeah, I like having my feet rubbed.
Oh yeah, can you put all of our heads in boxes? What's going on?
I've done those things with the heads in boxes. I thought they were all around the world. They're all sitting next to each other like we're in starting stalls like greyhounds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did HLN. It's like,
Oh,
you're
that's
in this
so
one. You're all
annoying.
sitting next to each other with different backgrounds, like you're in different cities. A load of bullshit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just reach over and punch somebody.
Yeah, you could you could just knock over the wall into the other person.
I actually do think I have seen that someone got pissed at the other person. They got up and stood in the other person's box. Are you kidding me right now? I think it was a CNN or Fox News break.
Oh, they weren't invited back.
Yeah, I
No,
was
probably not.
with that lady who tried to cancel. Who's the guy from SNL who was the politician?
Al
Al
Franken.
Al
Franken,
Franken. I was with her, the woman, the Al Franken woman, and she was a little bit flirty with me, if I remember.
Oh, the one
correctly.
that he took the picture of?
Yeah, that she
was
took
pretending to
umbrage
grab
to
her
the
boobs?
thing. Yeah, she was very flirty with. I'm not saying that, but she was.
I can't believe he stepped down for that. You know, when you remember when he stepped
I
down?
always said
He stepped down 'cause he
I
thought-
said the woman had a bulletproof vest on.
Yeah.
A bullet couldn't have gotten to her tits.
Yeah.
Like,
But
I I don't know the details of that story enough.
She was asleep on like a helicopter or plane or whatever.
It was.
And then
he
took a
did it. He
picture.
hovered over to like the thing, but I think they were matey mates, and they were probably at the,
Yeah.
who knows?
So it was like one of those USO tour kind of thing,
Yeah.
And it was right at the beginning of Trump's presidency, and I believe Al Franken said, "Well, I'm going to step down because this is what you should do to try and prove this point. Like, we're going to show what decency is, and this will change the whole narrative behind the Trump thing." And they were like, that guy's out of here. That fucking idiot. He easily could have just stayed on, but I'm not saying he should have. I'm just saying that I believe that was his thought process.
That definitely was his
Where
thought
it's like,
process.
this is what the good politicians do. And it's like, yeah. So, but yeah, he's gone. He gone.
I was on the Daily Show with him. He was very nice.
He tried to grab your tits.
He did, but I loved it.
Yeah.
But
He checked
that
me-
was
he
just
checked-
to check for breast
breast
cancer.
cancer,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which
that's
you
really
should
kind.
I'm going to
do.
get him to check for prostate cancer. Al Franken, if you're listening.
Yeah, anyone who checks me for prostate cancer is caught red-handed.
All right, I'm going to shut this down.
I don't know. That joke was all right.
That's good. All right, our next story. It's darker, but it's a big one.
Yeah, you led with the big story. So.
Yeah, this is arguably bigger. So a leak.
By the way, the guy had a knife. You know.
Oh yeah, he had
Yeah.
he said it was a gun-shaped knife.
and
It
there
was
was
a gun that shoots a knife
a
out.
gun that shoots.
Wait,
a knife.
what?
What?
That
But
headline was wrong.
There was,
It's a plastic
there was
gun.
metal detectors to get through. I don't know.
It's a plastic gun that you pull the trigger and a knife that comes out like a switchblade.
Yeah.
And then I guess so that little piece of metal probably would get through a metal detector.
Yeah, it's a very small bit of
Jeez.
metal.
That's what I read at least.
Okay, well, that sucks. Well, this other one also sucks. So a leaked draft opinion from the Supreme Court is basically showing the majority opinion wants to overturn Roe v. Wade.
Yeah, that's fucking dumb.
God, thank God I'm getting a vasectomy.
Yeah.
Which should be required because
Yeah.
those are reversible and men are half the reason that women become pregnant. So
Yeah, we
Well,
are.
it's not your fault. Interesting.
Not all men are half the reason. The gays are keeping it real.
Yeah. Maybe
They're really helping.
Maybe you haven't read the Bible, Kelly,
I have
because
not.
that was all Mary on that one. All right. So
Yeah, that was all Mary.
no
Yeah.
abortions. All right.
It is just weird.
Imagine if Mary got an abortion. Oh, fuck, the world would be a better place. We wouldn't have to
I
hear all
know,
this bloody,
God.
all this rubbish.
Yeah.
If she got an abortion, we'd all be allowed to get abortions.
Yeah.
He would have really died for our sins.
Maybe she did get an abortion.
There's something in that. I might do a
Maybe she
routine.
did get an abortion, and that's why God was so angry, and then he's against abortions. And then he just got this other kid that they stole from a family, made him Jesus.
No,
You ever think about that?
That's really
Look,
interesting.
it's one of those very upsetting things that
It's just so weird that like we have to abide by these like rules of the Bible. It's like I don't fucking believe in God. Like, why do I care about your fucking Bible? I
They always talk
I'm
about
not
separation
religious.
of church and
Yeah.
church and state, and that is not.
if
the
you don't
case
want to get
at
a
all.
fucking abortion, then don't get one. But now it makes me want to get pregnant and just go do abortions for fun, just to spite them.
a spite abortion.
Yeah.
good reason to drink.
But in the polls, I'm trying to pull up a poll right now. It's usually overwhelmingly
Yeah,
the country is
it's like
pro-choice.
60 or 70% of the country is pro
really?
pro-choice.
But the
Yeah.
people who voted him in, that's your
Well, it's
fucking...
because we had a fucking game show host put a third of the Supreme Court justices in the Supreme Court. So, but it is just crazy in a country where we don't have universal health care, where it's like, it's not even just.
Also a man who very clearly has paid for a few abortions.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
exactly.
get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here. Come on.
So it's like a forced birth situation where people like, it's so expensive to have a kid. Like just the medical
Yeah.
bills for giving birth alone. So you're just forcing people into.
If you don't like the homeless problem,
Yeah,
what the fuck are you doing?
right.
Like I had a homeless person break into my car and I couldn't even get angry. I was just like, I would too.
Yeah.
I would too.
Yes, 100%. Like I've had people talk shit to me a lot because anytime I have cash, I'll give it to somebody who's homeless, and they're like, they're just good at buying drugs and alcohol with that. I'm like, I live in a home and I want to be doing drugs and alcohol all the time. So
Yeah.
Oh, Steve,
if I
Hughes,
were on the streets,
Steve Hughes used to do a great joke about that. He goes, "Oh, you don't know where the money's going." Yes, I do. There it goes. He's walking into the liquor store. There it goes. It's over there now. It's
By the way, I'm just reading different polls, and it's usually it's above 50% are pro-choice always, and sometimes as high as 60%. then there's most of these polls, there's 2% of people that have no opinion. How do you have no opinion on abortion?
Oh,
And then
I've never heard of that.
1% of people don't know what the terms they're talking about mean, pro-choice and
Wow.
pro-life. I'm like, who the fuck's that?
Well, actually, I
Well,
do
also,
think a lot of people.
in other countries, it's not even a debate. In
Yeah.
Britain and Australia, it's not like it's a debate, but it's fucking the minority, and no one gives a fuck.
I think there are a lot of people who are actually pro-choice but don't realize that they are, because they're like, well, personally, I don't believe in abortion, but I don't think that the law should have anything to do with somebody's choice. You're like, then you're pro-choice. Just because you're pro-choice doesn't mean you have to get an abortion.
Yeah.
It just means that everybody should fucking be able to decide what to do with their own body.
I'm pro LGBTQIA plus rights or whatever, but I'm not one of
Arnie.
those.
Well,
Like, why do
yeah.
I care? Well, yeah.
You might be one of
You're
the
wearing
letters.
a Hoagie Haven shirt.
What does that mean?
You're coming out today.
All right, what else
Coming out
you
as
got?
what is a sandwich?
As fun as abortion is to talk about, what else you
In
got for us?
Australia, by the way, it's almost 80% pro-choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
no, I said
Because it's a cluster of
I'm
cells.
saying the debate exists, but it's an argument that just
Not really.
shut
Yeah.
up.
Like
Shut
10%
No,
of
no, no.
people,
People
yeah,
agree.
yeah.
But also, we've had atheist prime ministers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Female atheist prime minister, like, and they want to tell us about our socialism and how we're backward and blah, 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 blah,
Okay,
blah,
well,
blah.
How your no guns treating you now?
Yeah,
You're
oh,
president of a
God.
country.
A lot of the
God.
problem here is we give the minority voices too much of a platform.
hey,
like
hey,
you-
hey.
not that the
Okay.
minority opinion.
Oh, okay.
And so it's like they put it on equal footing as if this is an equal argument. And so now a lot like those people feel emboldened because they're like, yeah, see, this is bad. And it's like, let's just fucking ignore them. They're terrible people.
Well, I like.
Sorry if you subscribe to this and you're one of those terrible people.
No, I'm not sorry. Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not sorry.
yeah,
Never
yeah.
mind.
You should
Go
be
on, news
aborted
story.
now.
Let's
Super
change the
late
subject.
News
Let's
story.
change the
All right,
subject.
this will probably become one of those true crime documentaries you watch. An Alabama corrections officer sold her home days before she disappeared with an inmate, and now investigators suspect a romantic relationship.
Yeah, of course. Suspect?
Wait, say it again.
An inmate and a corrections officer
Correction officer sells a
disappeared.
house.
Oh.
Disappeared. So that
She
was a news
sold-
story a couple of days ago.
Okay.
Then they found out she sold her house a few days before they disappeared.
Mm.
What?
Oh,
So
I
he's
reckon,
not
if,
getting
I
it
reckon if you're a prison guard and you're in a women's prison, you'd be getting yourself a lot of action, and vice versa. I think, you know.
No,
because-
but
It's a woman security guard,
I
man,
know.
inmate.
I get the
Okay.
premise.
Oh.
so she was working a male prison,
Yes.
but so she helped him escape. Is what
Yeah.
I saw the picture, and someone said it looks like if John Hamm wasn't attractive. Did you see the picture of him?
Yeah.
It does
I
look
can
like
pull it
John
up.
Hamm a little bit. Yeah.
John Baloney.
Yeah.
Oh no! Rainn Wilson put it up. He looks like an ugly John Krasinski.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kaczynski.
Definitely.
Yeah. It looks like if the blonde girl from Accounts and the guy from The
Yeah.
Office.
He kind of looks like a,
Oh, yeah,
a
he does
shitty
look-
Ham and
yeah.
Krasinski. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is John Baloney for sure.
John Baloney.
Jimmy Maloney.
That's
Well, that just goes to show how hard it is to date men. That's her number one option to escape with.
Hey, why do you think I got those messages?
By
By the way,
We're understanding the
and
desperation now.
how did he escape?
In her asshole.
I love a prison escape. I love it.
Yeah.
I love them. A tunnel's my favorite,
Oh yeah.
but they're very
You
rare.
gotta love a tunnel.
Just dressing up as a woman during meeting time and sneaking out's also a good one. That's the
What-
most simple.
what about in the laundry? You can go in the laundry.
Yeah, the laundry cart's fine.
You
You know
don't
what I
like
mean?
that one? I think that'd be comfortable.
Yeah, but it's not as dramatic. But I like the
Smelly.
one where I had to shave and then a thing, and then I wore a wig, and then I got the fingerprint
like
off the
Mrs.
thing. and-
Doubtfire to jail.
I'm a big fan of Locked Up Abroad. I love Locked Up Abroad. That's like my happy place.
Yeah, Locked Up Abroad's awesome because they're always like, I just wanted to get a boob job. And so I needed some money.
Everybody on Locked Up Abroad does about 5 or 6 drug trafficking, and they go, "This was the last time I was going to do it. I just needed," and of course it wasn't. Shut
Right,
up.
Yeah.
But the ones, there's a load of them that like get the drugs and they have to put them through, and they're actually put through so the cartel go, you can capture this guy with a little amount so the police can have a little victory as long as you
Right.
let this other lot through. It's all negotiated. They're just set out there.
Yeah, it's got to be the moment that they're like, we got to look into the suitcase or whatever. It's got to be like, and they start cutting open the lining or something. And you're like, oh no.
And they go, "Do you know what this is?" No.
How did that get in
I
there?
got that at the
That's from Target.
Oh, yeah. The pictures when they undress everyone and they've just got masking tape around them, like they've got gaffer tape. Just
Yeah.
oh yeah,
That's to keep my asshole inside.
yeah, and they're just like their bodies all built out with cocaine. Fantastic.
So it's a pretty simple escape. What they did now, first off, the correction officer's name is
She gave him a
Vicky
key.
White, and the inmate is named Casey White.
Where they're
Okay.
married.
Cousins.
No.
It's just a bit of fun, but
It's
how
just
did
a
they
Just a
escape?
bit of fun.
So Vicky White said she was taking Casey White to a courthouse for a mental health evaluation and would then go to a medical care because she wasn't feeling well, and then found out all that was made up, and she escaped.
Well, she can just go. I'm taking this prisoner somewhere. There's no checks and balances here.
And they were saying she worked there for 20 years.
yeah, she had to find love sometime. Imagine the
Well,
amount
pension.
of fucking
Everyone's like, holy shit.
inmate cum she had through her. Holy hell!
Really?
Yeah,
Where
if that's
would
not
she
the
have
first
sex?
one she.
How
What
about
do you mean
where? Where do you have
where?
sex in a prison?
They don't have
Anywhere.
cameras in their cells. They have cameras in the hallway and stuff like that. You just sneak in. In fact, Ted Bundy impregnated a woman whilst in prison.
Yeah, but
So-
they have little conjugal areas. for that.
No. Ted Bundy did it up against the vending machine when the woman who met him.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
and
Romantic.
he'd pay the guards a little bit of money. I'm just going to fucking bonker her around the corner and then.
That kid's got to have a good life. Where did your parents conceive you?
That
Get the
kid,
vending
no,
machine in a
you
prison?
can't find him online. Obviously, I reckon they would have changed the Bundy name.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ted Bundy's, I believe,
Al Bundy
daughter
now.
is someone. There's like photos of family photos of him when in visiting times. You know,
Good guy.
Turns out you
Kelly Bundy.
Mm.
Oh, damn.
I know.
So our last news story of the day is about the new people who are inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Mm,
We got Lionel Richie, Carly Simon,
hello.
Eurythmics,
Yeah.
Duran Duran,
Deep cut.
Pat Benatar, yeah, Dolly Parton, and Eminem.
Wow, Dolly Parton just now?
Dolly Parton just now, and when she was nominated, she refused to take it.
Oh.
Why is it called? Okay, they should just call it the Music Hall of Fame now because there's rap,
I agree.
country, everything.
Yeah.
It's like
But I
It's
bet you
about
ca- I
who
bet you
like
country
changed
has its
culture
own-
and like had a staying power is essentially what it is. But yeah, it almost has nothing to do with rock and roll. Maybe the spirit of rock and roll.
I like Lionel Richie a lot. Big fan.
I was once in a restaurant and Lionel Richie was on a table of three next to me. And somebody on the table of three that wasn't Lionel Richie, some older bloke, maybe like his agent. I'm talking like my dad. It would have been his agent. No, it was just a bloke he was with. And the birthday cake comes over and the cake comes down. And then, you know, normally people sing happy birthday, but we all just shut up and let Lionel do it. Pretty average.
Damn.
It was a cappella. And he sort of went, oh, fuck. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, it's not a lot of good range in that song.
Yeah. It's like, doesn't show off your voice.
Nicole Richie's not his daughter.
No, adopted.
Oh, really?
It was a studio musician, I think, that played on all his albums, bass player or something like that.
Uh-huh.
I think he asked him to raise her because he knew she'd have a better life,
Oh, wow.
which
Mm-mm.
says he doesn't pay studio musicians a lot. It's like, yeah, look, you're not paying us a lot, Lionel. If you can take my daughter,
Yeah, he might have had a drug problem or he might have just been a single bloke who didn't
He's
have
going to run off with someone in a prison.
Yeah, he might not have been to. Amos Gill babysat with his girlfriend, babysat my baby the other day when I went to the Busta Rhymes party, right? Holy shit. It was a microcosm of what it's like to be married with a baby because him and his girlfriend, the girl he's seeing, they haven't been together that long. And it's just like he reckons within the first 10 minutes, they were like this. I just checked on him. You check on him.
Oh,
like they
God.
were already arguing and then he goes, I kept on because he didn't want the baby to die on his watch. Fair enough.
Right,
You know?
yeah.
That's very fair.
And
Yeah.
so
That's a good babysitter instinct.
he goes, this is a thing with babies. He goes, you watch an adult, you can see him breathing. You can see the blanket go up and down. He goes, babies just look dead. And he goes, I kept on going up trying to check his breath. Then I'd wake it up and I go, it's fine. Just leave it to sleep.
He keeps waking up.
Because I did that with my first son. The first few months, you go check. Just you wait for an arm to kick out or something like that. You go, oh, okay, it's all right. But now with this one, I'm not as panicky, you know.
Yeah, I talked to him and he was like, oh, it's tough having a baby.
Yeah. Yeah, he was texting friends in Australia because he didn't want to text me. All right, the baby's crying. What do I do? Just rock it back and fold it a bit. And my son wasn't being much help. And like my son does things where he says things very confidently, and you sort of believe him. And he
But
goes,
he's just completely wrong.
yeah. Hank just has a go, right?
Yeah.
And he goes like this, I reckon it's probably the temperature. It's too hot in here for him right now. So Amos is fiddling around with the temperature.
Getting ice packs out of the fridge.
Now it's probably too cold for him, you know.
Yeah, he
And he goes, he's only been left with his mother and my mom, but my mom is bonded with the baby, and you haven't, Amos. Don't take it personally.
Holy shit.
It's he told me that to give him an appreciation of at least I
Well, this is the thing. So Amos buys some, Postmates some Chinese food, right? He's there with his girlfriend. And his girlfriend, or the girl he's seeing, and the girl he's seeing has had experience with babies. Very nice girl. Really, I like her a lot. And he gave us some Chinese food, and then she starts to puff up a bit. Goes, do they use peanut oil?
yeah.
And,
Christ.
Do they use peanut oil in this? He goes, yeah, it's Chinese food. It's like one of their main jams is the peanut oil. Right? Tastes quite good, but I need an EpiPen.
Yeah.
And
Does she have one?
No, not with her.
No, and she's like, I don't want to leave my post.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, just go. And because we're at the Dave Chappelle thing, our phones are locked up in fucking in bags. Right. And
Yonder
yeah,
bags,
yeah. So I come home and we like he has problems sleeping in the cot, because like when someone's not there, it's all right with us, but whatever. So Amos, I walk in, there's no one there. I can't hear anything. I walk up. Amos has lined the bed with mountains of pillows to make a wall on both sides. And then he slept at the end of the bed to make himself the last wall. He's not ready for a baby.
I cannot believe you left your child alone with Amos.
No, but Jim told me, he goes, he's had brothers. He had brothers.
I said he has twin siblings who are much younger than him, like 18 years younger than him. I assumed he'd babysit them. It turns out he hadn't. Yeah. And then as we left the house, I watched Amos holding the kid, and I said to Tazy, said to me, she goes, he'll be right with Amos, right? And I went like this, I don't think Amos has a chance in hell, but he'll do enough. Let's go have a good time.
Yeah.
And
I saw him the next day, and his girlfriend too. I saw her, and that it was funny because that's when I don't want to leave my post. I'm like, so you're just gonna show up and you're dead? She didn't leave her post. She was a good person.
No, they were very nice to help us out. We've only had a couple of nights out since the baby, and Kate wasn't available. This is normally my ex babysits, and it was very nice of them. I owe him a dinner or something. You know what I mean?
And Charlie cries whenever I'm near him, so I can't do it.
Well, Charlie cries around Jack.
Like hysterically.
I picked him up the other day. He was okay.
Fine.
Hates my guts.
When
man.
I was younger, obviously when I was young, I dated a woman that had a 6-month-old kid. She was a stripper. And
nice.
when I started dating her, she was 6 months old. Our first
She
date.
didn't know who the fathers were.
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
But
fathers plural.
But I remember we went to a Toys R Us to buy toys, and someone saw me pushing the baby around. The baby's name was Luna, and they go, "She looks just like you." And I go, "Oh, does she?" and then, anyways, we dated
Like
for
a
about,
fucking slob.
We dated for about 2 years, and so she would work nights.
Those
Obviously,
babies have those big thighs.
yeah, rub my feet.
So played peekaboo while I masturbate.
She would work at night, and so I'd watch the baby at night, and fucking hey, it's really hard work. And so there was a point like early on in that relationship, I just called my mom one day and said, "Mom, who raised me by herself from time I was on," I go, "Mom, I love you." And she goes, "Why are you doing?" I go, "I don't know, I'm just taking care of this." But how did you fucking do it, man? Like she had jobs too, and she was like working by herself and shit. And I'm like, gives you an appreciation, But I don't know.
I'm baby proofing, but I just do one bit a day. That bit's safe. There's a dangerous bit in the corner. I'll do this bit.
You've got some time because he's not like crawling around. Or
He's
anything.
fucking moving.
Is he?
Yeah.
No. As of today, he's moving.
Wrong?
He's going to be walking before his first birthday. He's going to be an early walker.
Wow.
Yeah, he's off to the races. And I was reading about it. The ones that walk, because they all have the facility to be able to walk, whether they get the confidence to be able to do it. He's got all the. He'll crawl off the end of a bed, smash his head. He does. He's going for it. He's on suicide watch.
Yeah.
At all time, you're on suicide watch with this thing. No, don't go near there. Oh, the PowerPoint. Like that. Hank was a piece of piss. Hank was like just sat there. You wait there. Okay, I'll wait here.
He didn't walk till he was 4. It was easy.
But usually with the second child, they're a little better because they see the younger kid.
Well,
doing
they
things.
reckon they've got more daredevil in them.
Yeah.
If they walk early, they're just like a bit more fearless.
Yeah, maybe he'll work for Red Bull.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe he'll do a fakey backy on Mount Baldy.
No, there was 2 planes. Did you see that? There was
I saw it.
Yeah,
Didn't work.
9/11.
We
all saw it. We all
outta
saw
here.
it.
That was 3
Outta
planes,
here.
by the way, maybe 4. But there's 2 planes that guys jumped. They had them dive down on the ground, and they each jumped out of the planes.
One
to
of them
like
got in.
fly into the other planes. One got in the other plane. The other one had to pull a parachute, and the plane crashed. And I'm just like, why? Like, why? But it was Red Bull. So,
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, it gives you wings.
Wait, that's
so.
cool as shit.
Apparently not. The wings were failed that day. Red Bull give you 1 set of wings. Find a circle.
The Red Bull model must just be like, because they're kicking ass in Formula One, and they're a car brand in Formula One. They're not even the sponsor. They're Red Bull, right?
Well, the
Like,
top
so-
energy drink, though. That's what you think of.
Yeah, but it's smart marketing because they used to just start with. Remember, they just started with those airplanes that had to fly through hoops. Through the barriers, those blow up inflatable barriers, and
they also had the ones that just jumped in the flu tag, where the guys just jumped in the water with shitty planes.
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
like Red Bull.
Whatever happened to that Birdman competition where guys just dressed up like chickens and tried to fly? That was always a bit of fun.
I didn't even know that.
Never even heard of this.
It's because it's you try to fly. You can put wings on you, but it can't be a glider, and then it's whoever flies the most, right? There's always someone who's engineered like some wings that will actually make you glide 50 meters or something like that, and whoever gets the record. But there are people who just dress up in chicken outfits and have a go and jump off and flap and you land in water. But the Birdman competition.
This is why women live longer than men.
This is the chicken flying contest. I don't know if
Well,
that's
women
what it
marry
is.
these guys.
No, this is actual chickens shooting out of mailboxes.
No.
This is a different way.
Well, wait, send us that one.
Wait. There's a guy has a mailbox, right? And there's a picture of a chicken shooting out of it, but he's got a plunger that he's pushed through the back of the mailbox
He
to
shoved
shoot the
it
chicken out. You can see it right there. There's the chicken flying out and the plunger coming out.
Yeah, that's a different thing.
That's a different contest. This is the chicken flying contest. Is out of the coop again. The Gonzalez Rotary Board.
The thing with the Birdman, there'll always be like a tandem team that decide to get into like a go-kart with wings and just give it a go.
I think that's the flutog. That's what you're talking about. They call it flutog or whatever. And then people just make shit that's clearly not going to fly and they shoot them off a ramp and there's water, right?
There's a lot of stupid things. There's a cheese rolling competition where the people run down the hill chasing a block of cheese.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
I've
that's a
seen
good
that.
one.
They've only had one person break their neck on that, so pretty good.
Did we watch a documentary
We
about
watched a
it?
documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Yeah, there was a bloke who he learned how to roll and run.
Birdman is the flight competition.
Yeah, the flight competition. There you go. I
Oh.
knew it was Birdman.
Maybe I'll get some chickens.
In a mailbox.
Yeah. The only person to watch a frozen chicken shoot out of a mailbox and get hungry.
I don't think it was frozen. It was alive.
No,
Oh,
they're-
okay.
Yeah.
I apologize. I was wrong there. I said the wrong thing.
Yeah, get it straight. You wouldn't want a pet chicken? Lay some eggs?
My wife wants pet chickens. My friend Todd has pet chickens, and it's the only eggs that my wife eats is when the chickens lay a few eggs and Todd brings them over because she doesn't feel guilty
Oh, wow.
because the chicken wanted to lay the eggs. It's all good.
Oh, I think the Birdman competition is over now.
Where do they have it?
Let's see.
And can we sponsor someone?
It's over like for good?
Well, yeah, because I think it's too expensive. It says this year's competition had been due to take place in August with a prize of £10,000 for the longest leap over 100 meters from the pier into the English Channel.
Yeah, that sounds like an English thing to do.
But this picture, it's
One
like
cunt-
the guy just barely made it off the edge.
Yeah, one cunt's got to make it to France.
Oh, yeah.
straight down.
Yeah,
Oh
that
my
guy.
God.
Yeah, he's giving it a go.
Well, wait, we could do the Red Bull flug tag.
Flugtag.
Flugtag. That's where you make any sort of thing that you think will fly and they shoot you off a ramp into the water.
Oh, that old footage of the people who were like, the Wright brothers used wings, did they? We'll all put 50 wings. That'll work better, and they'll stack them on top of each other. Those fucking
I'll
ideas.
fly 50 times faster.
Yeah. If one wing works good, I'll put multiple wings.
Here's a bunch of Red Bull things coming up. There's Red Bull Dance Your Style USA.
Yeah,
It's coming up.
good.
Oh, yeah.
Can I have a Red Bull, Luis? All this Red Bull talk is making me Red
Gotcha.
Bullish. Thanks, mate.
There's somebody that did it in the dog truck from Dumb and Dumber.
Oh,
Mutt
nice.
cuts.
Red Bull Midnight Ride.
It says in 2011, one competitor said he had only decided the day before to enter the event and did not have the time to prepare a flying machine. It's just him jumping off.
That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do.
What?
Just jump off a pier.
Flugtag.
Mm.
Oh, here we go. Red Bull Flugtag. Milwaukee 2022. Hey.
Oh. Oh, there you go. He's angry with you.
Guard dog.
He's angry with you.
Come here. Hey.
Unlike you.
Hey.
It's like Jack and my
Come here.
baby. eh?
Hey,
Yeah, pretty much.
you be nice to Luis, you
No,
fucker.
there's a thing. Babies start disliking strangers at 6 months. There's a primeval thing. They get strangers because they can survive without milk after that. So before 6 months, anyone can hold them. And then after that, if you're not part of their clan,
Mhm.
you're not part of their group. They lose their shit with strangers now.
I'm there all the time.
Yeah, but you haven't been accepted into the group.
Damn it.
Do we want to do
He knows me as the assistant.
Do we want to do Red Bull Flugtag July 16th
No.
in Milwaukee?
Yes.
You want to do it?
This July, I'll be in Australia.
Yeah.
Oh,
damn it. I was so close.
I say we do it.
I don't feel like any of us are particularly aerodynamic.
No, you don't have to be. You're supposed to go just fall in the water.
Yeah.
My brother can build something.
Number one is safety. That's the number one rule.
Yeah.
I'd put
Number
2
two is
flat
build.
screen TVs under my arms.
Oh my God.
And they're both just showing videos of birds.
There's such long cables.
We doing for the I don't know about that podcast. And then the listeners
Yeah, they
will
wouldn't
come-
be plugged in, silly.
come flowing in. I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Write to me if you want
Yeah,
to do the
I'm-
Flugtag.
I'm going to do it with a hairdryer with a long extension cord. Trying to make that push me up in the air.
Jump into the bath.
Yeah,
Strap 2 of them to me hips.
that's a good one actually.
Call myself Rocket Man.
Yeah. That's a good one. I might do that. I might do the. You know what I would do? The Falcor from the Never Ending Story.
Mm.
I would ride on the back of Falcor's neck into the water. That's what I'm gonna do. Get your brother to build
Never
Falcor.
ending story.
Okay.
Falcor is a
I
child
love the
molester.
never ending story. I love
Why do
it.
you mean Falcor's a child molester?
Has anyone.
He's like, I like little boys.
Yeah, it's very innocent.
have you
Yeah,
ever
no,
seen what the
that's
boy
creepy.
from the never ending story looks like now?
No.
Google it. It's worth a watch. The child actor
Atreyu.
who's living his best life.
Atreyu
Is he hot?
now.
No, not Atreyu. Atreyu
Oh.
was the kid who read the book. Atreyu
Oh, the kid who read the book. Okay, let's.
Oh, you're talking about the kid that read the book.
Yeah,
Because Atreyu was pretty hot.
Yeah, Atreyu is probably.
Atreyu
buff.
looks okay.
Yeah.
Atreya's not doing
Check
bad.
out the other-
Noah Hathaway. He's on Battlestar. Oh no, he's in original Battlestar.
Okay, just check him out.
Never ending.
You'll know when you see him.
Wait, the
Sebastian. was it?
predictive text. The fourth one says I just wrote never ending story kid, and the fourth one is never ending story kid kills himself.
Well, then maybe
Is that
the
real?
photo could have
Maybe
gotten
because
worse.
Jim's been making
The
fun
original,
of him.
the original one. Jack Black's the bully in the third one, but
Here, I'll tell you what his name is. The actor, because we'll just.
okay.
Oh, I see him. Wow.
His name is-
Wow, he's a hobbit. Yeah.
Show the class. Show the class.
Show
I
the-
don't, oh,
Show,
God.
show
Hold
your
on.
work. Show your work.
Let me get it a bigger picture.
Barrett Oliver.
Holy fucking shitballs, dude. This isn't. That's.
Never ending story.
Oh, whoa.
Oh,
Like, I mean, genuinely, I would cross the street if that guy was walking
looks like
towards
the-
me.
Rasputin from the new Kingsman.
Yeah, he's got a big beard. He's bald, and
That's
the
a
hair
lot.
the hair on the side is all dreads.
He looks like he's in he's like a reggae rapper.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
he's in corn.
Yeah, no, yeah, he looks like he's from Big Mountain.
Wow.
He has a totally different
And
career.
he was just like a really normal looking kid.
Cute kid.
Wow.
Bastion Bucks says now he's.
Oh, there's a then and now with Atreyu in this guy.
Oh yeah,
Like-
but he looks okay.
Like
Yeah.
even if this kid went to Comic Cons, which he could do, he could be making a small living at Comic Cons.
He might be.
They'd be like, Hobbit? Was he a Hobbit?
He's a photographer now.
Oh yeah.
He
Yeah.
also prints books with an old printing press.
Ah yes, that he has with a tie. He's a hipster cunt all
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, he's in Highland Park.
Yeah, all fucking day. Yeah, I don't want to hear the never-ending story. It just.
It's weird. It's like it really is a choice for him to look like.
Oh, he could still be a
He
fine-looking
could still be,
man,
yeah.
but you don't know what's under there. He's just a ball of hair.
No, he's been through some shit. I think
I don't know. No one was ever like, you're the kid from the never-ending story. Is that the worst ribbing you're going to get? Get the
molested
fuck
by
outta here.
Falcor.
Ah, yeah, I like little boys.
Yes,
I
you're
saw
right.
I saw Never Ending Story for the first time like 7 years ago at.
But you didn't finish it.
Oh,
Why?
What?
It doesn't matter.
Because it
I
doesn't
don't even
end.
get it.
Because it doesn't end. It never ends.
Oh, right. You know, is it Cinespia or Cinespia? Cinespia.
Cienega.
So anyway,
Cienega?
the movies in the cemetery. So it was a 3-movie night. So we stayed in the cemetery overnight. It was Neverending Story, Labyrinth, and
Come
Legend.
Sluts 4.
And oh yeah, and Come
It
Sluts.
always ends on Clum.
Yeah.
Sluts 4.
They have a really nice credit bed.
You gotta go see that.
But
The
I
Bev.
saw those all for the first time.
I go to the
7
Comic-Con.
years ago. Comic-Con.
I
We should-
Why haven't they done
Yeah,
that?
exactly. I don't
Let's
know.
create a Comic-Con.
Yeah. But
Comic-Con.
I just had a problem last time when I was trying to get in there and my tickets didn't work. It was
They were stuck together.
yeah. There you go. No, I was gonna say it was a sticky situation.
Still good. Still good.
Yeah. More cum jokes.
And you didn't like my never-ending story
Yeah.
joke. Well, I think that was a lovely Patreon. Tell your friends.
And
Do
buy
you-
tickets to the next Comic-Con.
Comic-Con.
No, seriously, Flutog, who's in with me? Falcor, I'll ride him. Let's get designing it. If there's
Is-
any Australian women out there that want to massage my feet, and
Why do they have to be Australian?
because I'd like to get up.
Oh, you want to get the?
I want to get the passport there and that one move there. Yeah,
I think they've legalized gay marriage. If I wasn't married, but I know some Australians who would marry her.
right to me. Well, send pics.
I think
Send pics and a video with your personality traits.
you're after a male or Australian bride. No, you'd be the male.
Yeah. Male order Australia. Yeah. I'm your prize.
Yeah. You'd be a FedEx American husband.
I'll come in on Virgin.
All I need is a business class flight, and I'll be your husband.
Yeah. I'll help you buy a house.
Yeah.
I could flip it.
Yeah.
Do you women like grumpy men? Well, I'm the guy for you.
Yeah.
Shut up. See? That's just a little flavor.
I might only have 5 more years to live.
Yeah. All of this can be yours.
And Narnie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like dogs?
I got a cute one. He growls at Louise.
He wants to
Arnie
kill
would love
Louise.
Australia. There are lots of birds to chase, lots of lizards in the backyard.
Yeah.
Wonderful life.
Yeah.
Sun, it would be hot, Arnie.
He likes the sun.
Yeah, it'd be bloody hot though.
Yeah, he likes
He's from Bakersfield. He's ready to go.
Oh, he's ready to
Yeah.
go. He could do Australian heat all day.
Yeah.
All right, so there's a plan.
Join the conversation.
Smash that subscribe button.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, and he wants something on the coast as well. No inland Australia.
Yeah,
women.
no, not in. Maybe.
He's not going to go to Alice Springs, so don't even think about it.
Yeah. I'll accept Sydney, Melbourne. I'll accept New South Wales, Victoria, Queensland, and Western Australia.
Yeah, but that's all the states. You got to
Yeah,
do.
the South Australia.
You'll do Perth. You'll do Perth, Sydney. Would you do Brisbane?
I don't know. Too many big bugs up there.
Turns out beggars can be choosers.
Yeah, I'd prefer Sydney, Melbourne, or Perth.
All right, write to us and let us know.
House in
if
the
you wanna be-
harbour, something on the harbour.
Yeah. I like. Yeah. Hobart's pretty
Yeah.
cool, but just
Throw in a jet ski.
Yeah. Sailboat. Chicken salt.
Yeah, give me some chicken salt and a whole lot of tomato sauce dispensers.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
Happy
good to go.
days.
I'm good to go. Easy man, simple man.
All right. Thank you for listening. Good night, Australia.